I repositioned some stuff so everybody can hear me this time. Because I know last time you had to literally turn me all the way up. I repositioned some stuff so everybody can hear me this time. So yeah, this is gonna be my glass cannon decap 3-6 build that I did before. Everything's pretty much the same. I mean, it's a little different, I guess, after the damage buff. I mean, I'm hitting over 20k now, like maybe 22k max. But I use Anger and Rampage. You can see in both of these that I have put damage towards, or excuse me, damage on the right side, or the bubbles on the right side. There, and that's all for fighting power and critical hit. Normally, I will start off in... Usually, I'll start off in Rampage stance. Really depends what's going on, but like we're just starting to fight. I'll start off here, so I assault in and just get it out of the way. So we use assault, rapid attack, decapitate tier 4. So this is a 20%. This combo system, they changed it a while ago, so that attack has another 20% damage on top of it. We're not really worried about these two attacks right here. This just gets you to the target. This is the one we're worried about. So decapitate tier 4 is plus 20% damage on top of the 3 charge, which gives you more damage after the buff. If the target is hurt more, this is actually a really good one to use on a 6 charge when the boss is lower HP. Well, excuse me, when it's when you have lower HP, excuse me. So usually this is like the third one you'd hit. So 20% plus 50% from the third combo hit. And then we're going to flip stances. Hopefully you get over there quick enough. The only thing right now that really sucks when you switch stances for this PVE build, you can't get healed for 5 seconds. You're stuck. That's it. You're stuck for 5 seconds. Well, you're not stuck, but you can't get healed unless you use a potion. And so you have to watch what you're doing in certain fights. But this is the best. This is the most DPS you can do as a Berserker in PvE. So for our 4th hit, Brutal Smite, I knocked it up a little bit. I had some extra points to throw in there, so I threw them there. So again, it's got 15% extra damage on there, and then the 4th hit has 50% damage as well. Rapid Slash, not really worried about it. Decap, 20% more damage on top of 80% damage, which is 100 damage, or 100% on top of that. And then you get 5% more fighting power after you hit 3rd charge. And then if a pally hit buffs you, you'll get 25 to 30% more. A good pally will take the extra 5% for Wrath. So you'll have 130% more damage built on top of that. So this is the end of your combo right now. Cry of Anger is your next hit, followed by Ground, and then Earthshaker. This, I believe, has been nerfed a little bit after the recent patch, but still, it's 40% more damage because the second combo gets 20%, and then that's 20% on top of that. So this, and then this gets 50 for combo flipping. So we're gonna get our critical hit rate by 5% when we flip over. You have 2 choices at this point. You can either go back and do Decapitate. I recommend you stay with Rumbling Ground and go all the way down to Rhapsody right here. Again, this is 50%, and then this is 80%. Well, this is 70%, excuse me, with Rumbling Ground like that total. And then use Rhapsody, and it's going to be 100% damage with Rhapsody. The other choice you have, really, instead of that, is do Trick Attack or Furious Cry. And then Finishing Strike. Finishing Strike is one of the hardest hitting moves you have besides Decapitate, and it's really quick. So if it's an AoE fight, use this, especially if there's lower HP enemies there. I'd probably go with Finishing Strike, to be honest, though, because it's got a good AoE range on it. So that's the end of your combo again. Right back into it. Decap again. It's like clockwork. And these 2 moves can be either changed. This is just whatever is available at the time. There's a couple points in Rhapsody. I had another couple of points right there. I threw in Rhapsody. I mean, you use pulling sometimes when you're pulling trash mobs. Sometimes you need to knock certain mobs in the air, like Patala, for instance, to kill the slimes. So you would use that to do that, but it's better to use Earthshaker or Rumbling Ground to do that. Dodge move, this is just like my PvP build. This is built around healing yourself. Yeah, you know, you're going to have an increased time for your cooldown, but it is what it is. You have to be able to heal yourself sometimes. This one, this was built around my old weapon. I need to change it again. I might. I don't know. But Fighting Spirit, so you get that extra 40 anger when you start a fight. And then Fighter's Will maxed out, so I get maxed out damage. Yeah, I take more hits, but if you use right when you flip stances, you can get a lot of DPS out of this. Malevolence, and then I put one here, Malevolence, for the area of effect damage. It's nice on certain fights and trash mobs. The other option you can do instead of using Fighter's Will is to use Enraged Warrior like my other build. And you can use it right here or right here with the HP. It's either you get the fighting power or the HP. Don't do the crowd control one because it's really not worth it. It's not even worth it in PvP for the most part. Abilities, it's pretty cut and dry. You're taking whatever you can for hit, damage increases, damage received reduced, your magic defense, your physical defense. That's pretty much it, man. Cut and dry. So I don't have the best in slot right now because everybody's cringing and grinding for purples. But the best things you can get, you need at least as a berserker. You need at least 2 wolf patterns. You get a 100% hit. So there's my 100%. And then after that, you have 2 choices. You can use bear runes for maxed out fighting power, or you can use leopard runes because they fixed acceleration. So your attacks can start coming off quicker and quicker. But that's up to you. I mean, it's either you have, you know, I don't have what I need to have. If I had leopard runes instead of these shitty fucking hawk patterns, and eagle patterns, and sea patterns, you know, shit that really I don't need as Berserker, but NeoWiz decides that, oh, it's just a random roll, so, you know, waste your time for everything, and fuck it. You have to reroll everything. But generally you want to have leopard, maybe lion for the critical, and then bear. Bear definitely for straight attack power. If you can get fighting power to 1,000, you're going to be hitting like a truck in PvP. PvE, this build, you'll see it still crits. There's certain fights where you will crit. Like first boss Batala, for instance, you will crit over white damage like 150k with decap, but you can crit over 200k. And then you can start just bursting out damage. But you can make your decap crit from anywhere from 10 to 22,000 damage in this build. I'm going to go ahead and make another post on the forums for it. I don't think I really need to. I'm just going to put the video on the forums. Just because I have the improved audio on this one. The last one was really bad. I apologize about that. And I'll go ahead and put a link in the previous video to this one. Alright. Thanks, guys. Cheers.